All right, today we're going to dive into a short but incredibly powerful allegory. It all starts with something as simple as a fishing trip, but trust me, it quickly gets into some really deep questions about the hidden dangers, the unseen hooks that we all might be facing in our own lives. So it all kicks off with this weird recipe, right? You hear this and you think, what in the world is this for? It almost sounds like some kind of health food, something to make you stronger. But its real purpose is something else entirely. And there's your answer. It's bait. And not just any old bait. This stuff is meticulously designed to be absolutely irresistible. For the fish down there swimming around, this fragrant, yummy-smelling meal seems like a gift from the heavens. But taking that one bite, well, that leads to total disaster. Okay, so this brings us to the core metaphor of the entire story, the relationship between the fisherman and the fish. It's a classic predator-prey situation, but the story wants us to look at it from a really specific and kind of unsettling point of view. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at the massive difference in perspective here. The fish sees an opportunity, right? A delicious, free meal just floating there. But the fisherman? He sees a simple, foolish creature, so predictable that a little bit of bait is all it takes. One sees a feast, the other sees a mark. So here's the crucial idea. From the fish's perspective, that human is a force that is completely beyond its understanding. One second it seems to be providing food, the next it's an engine of pure destruction. To that fish, the fisherman is, for all intents and purposes, the devil. And bam, that's the pivotal question of the entire allegory. If a human can be the devil to a fish, then who or what plays that exact same role for us? This is the moment the story turns the mirror away from the water and points it right at our own world. To even begin to answer that, the story zooms out to this bigger idea, the unseen food chain. The point is that this whole predator-prey thing isn't just a one-off. Nope. It's part of a huge interconnected chain of peril where pretty much everyone is hunting something while also being hunted themselves. Let's just follow this chain, shall we? You've got the mantis stalking the cicada. But wait, the oriole is stalking the mantis. Then the cobra is stalking the oriole, and an eagle stalks the cobra. A human can hunt the eagle, and that leads to the final chilling link. What stalks the human? The allegory gives it a name, the devil. And this perfectly sums up this universal blind spot we all seem to have. Every single creature in that chain is laser-focused on the prize right in front of it, the profit. But in doing so, they are completely oblivious to the much bigger danger lurking just out of sight, right behind them. So this brings the whole thing home. This is the critical point. We've seen how this principle of the unseen hunter works. Now, let's look at the specific bait that humanity has to deal with. I mean, the parallel is stated as clearly as you can get. There's a fisherman for the fish, and there's a fisherman for people. It makes you think, right? We might feel like we're the masters of our domain, but in the grand scheme of things, maybe we're just the fish. So what is our bait? Well, just like the fisherman mixes in those vitamins and smelly oils to make a lure the fish can't possibly ignore, the devil uses bait that is way more sophisticated. Money, power, and lust. And these aren't just simple wants. No, they are lures crafted to hook directly into our deepest human drives, our need for security, for significance, for connection. That's exactly what makes them so powerful. And here's the scary part. The blindness is identical. A fish can't possibly comprehend the idea of a human setting a trap. It just sees the food. And this allegory suggests that we often can't see the larger scheme behind our own most powerful desires either. All we can see is the prize we're chasing. So here they are, laid out for us. According to this story, these are the three main ingredients in the bait designed for us. Each one hits a core vulnerability. Money promises freedom. Power offers control. And lust can feel like love or acceptance. They're so potent because they seem to solve our deepest problems, pulling us right toward that hidden hook. The author ends with this heavy lament, this cry of empathy, really. It's a recognition of a shared, tragic pattern. You feel sorry for the poor fish, caught by its most basic instincts. And then you think about humanity, maybe caught by ours. The trap is the same, just on a much, much bigger scale. And so, this whole story leaves us with one last deeply personal question. This isn't really about some abstract devil, it's about our own lives. When we are chasing after what we desire most, are we really seeing the whole picture? Are we the fisherman, or are we the fish, staring at a tempting meal, completely unaware of the line attached? What hook do you fail to see?